Yo, what's up, guys? Yo, just adjusting here a little bit. Hope you guys are doing well. This is momentum number 276. Guys, we're recapping the mastermind. It's your first time on the channel. My name is Matt Beard. We talk about real estate investing, entrepreneurship, so many different things. If you're trying to grow your real estate business, if you're trying to outsource in general, there's a lot of things on this channel that I'm sure you can find some value in. So a lot of people struggle trying to grow their real estate business. There's a lot of people struggle trying to buy back their time and how to do that and how to delegate efficiently. I don't want you to be one of them. Hopefully, you get value from this stuff. If you do, as always, head over to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Today, we're talking about the power of proximity. This is a little recap of the mastermind because yesterday was the first day of the mastermind. Technically, it was a bonus day, um, but it was really awesome. And I really want to make sure that I came live today to talk about this concept of the power of proximity. And I know it may sound cheesy or corny or whatever you want to may think. For me, when someone says power of proximity, I would be like, what are you talking about? Like, okay. But then I think back to some of the most important, impactful moments of my real estate career, life, or whatever up to this point. And I think back to some of the rooms that I have been blessed to be in. And it was simply, that was the power of proximity. It was the chance or, destiny or whatever, being in the right place at the right time and really shifted my mindset. You guys may have heard my story about when I first got started and got my first deal. Um, I brought that to Pace, and Pace actually put me in a room with people that I probably had no business being in for a long time. I mean, it was some of the biggest names in this industry was in this room. I'm like, holy crap! As a new investor, in this mastermind, I was like, I don't know what value I can give. Has anyone ever felt that way? Has anyone ever felt like when you're getting started or maybe, you're like, I don't know where to begin. There's so much information, whether that be in our community now, the Facebook group or Paces, Facebook group at the sub two and zero to hero. You're like, I'm just getting started. What value can I possibly bring someone? And that's how I felt. I felt like I'm in this room with people. My only perspective is, dude, I knocked on doors and got a deal. Like, who wants to hear about that? Right. But then I realized that, man, there's just so many good people in this room. And I was able to sit back and listen to everyone else's stories. I was able to listen to people's stories who were miles and miles ahead of me. I was able to hear their challenges, hear the things that they were going through, and it made it more attainable for me. It made it more real for me, right? I think it's that look, if you can look up, you can get up. If you can see people doing it, it makes it that much more real for you. That's why I'm always such a big believer in being around people that are doing deals, being around people that are like taking just a ton of action, because it makes you realize, like, okay, well, if I can follow this blueprint, then I can make it happen too. If I can follow this little thing that these people are doing, there's no key, right? There's no one thing that they're doing, different than the rest. The only thing that they're doing is they're super consistent and they show up every day. I'm like, okay. But then I see, like, I was able to sit back from afar and I was able to be like, oh my gosh, okay, well, they have $1 million business and they're experiencing this problem X, Y, and Z. This other person has $1 million business and they're experiencing very similar problems X, Y, and Z. And there's another person in this room having a multi-million-dollar business and they're experiencing the same problems. I'm like, okay, well, there's probably a good chance whenever I get to that level, there's going to be some hurdles that I need to jump, but I'm probably going to have very similar challenges. So if I can figure out the way that they're overcoming it right now, their solutions to these problems, it's only going to help me whenever I'm growing, right? And I think that's one of the biggest things of proximity. I didn't realize it as much at the time, but I see how important that was, like how impactful that was, that one little bit. And I owe it so much to Pace to putting me in that room and making it happen. And then I realized, like, all the powers of these masterminds and stuff. It's, when I look back, that being able to see people who are doing this business at a high level, I really believe that ingrained in me, some weird way that, Matt, you can do that too, right? Like, oh my gosh, it's very attainable. These are just regular people. And I hope that's what you guys get from these videos and the stuff we do on this channel. Like, this stuff is attainable for anyone. This stuff, it can happen for anyone if you show up consistently and you put in the work and you do these specific things that we talk about. We demystify the whole entire business. Like, there's not any one thing that we don't talk about on this channel. The information is not the key. right? The doing of the thing is the key, and surrounding yourself with people that can give you a unique perspective. And that's the power of proximity, being around people that are doing really well, or people that can look at your challenges differently than what you can, right? Like, we'll have all of our own answers. A part of being a business owner and a problem solver is not just being a problem solver for a seller, but also being a problem solver for ourselves. So a part of that is we got to be able to look forward and be able to solve our challenges in our business. But the thing about just having our own one perspective is that's all we got. And sometimes we don't like asking for feedback. Sometimes we don't like asking for coaching and saying, "Hey, what do you think about this?" But reality is, if you can be open to that sort of feedback, you're going to grow so much freaking faster. I have learned this just from my business partners that I have, and then other people in this world of the real estate world of you never have it all figured out. There's something I can get from someone who's brand new from this business because they don't have, maybe bad habits. They may not have the limiting beliefs that maybe someone like I would have who's been doing it for a couple of years now, and they're coming in at brand new and they have a fresh perspective. So there's always some value. It doesn't matter where you're at in your real estate journey. There's always some value that you can provide to someone. And, you know, being around folks that are actually making it happen, you see from their perspective, maybe the answers to your challenges that you haven't seen yet. Right. I think it's the things that we know that just ain't so that can hurt us. It's that bad habits. It's the things that we think we know, that we think we figured out, that someone who may be doing better with from like better than us, or maybe someone who is that go-getter and is making it happen, and they're a couple steps ahead, and they're like, no, 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 you're doing that right, and that's why you're continually getting to the same result, and you keep getting, facing the same problem. This is how you solve that, right? And this is how you overcome that. And it only comes by being like super uncomfortable and being in places that maybe you feel like you don't belong. Like, success in general in any world is a lot to do with enduring and putting yourself out there to where you can be embarrassed and where you may feel small. But I promise you, when you put yourselves in that pond, put yourself in that like lake of people that are like the big fish, right? You're only going to get better, right? Sink or swim, we always find a way to swim. So I think just up to this point with the mastermind, that is one of the biggest themes of yesterday, is folks that have came and joined us, who flew out to Phoenix, and what listen to the things that we do, and Pace Talk and myself and Cody, you know just the amount of ahas in the room, the amount of people that were like really taken of, oh my gosh, well, this person can help me with this. And this person's at a different stage in their journey. And this person wants to see a different thing out of their business. Because we really harp on, like, what do you want your life to look like? Do you need to do do you need to do $1 million a month? Or do you want to create a life where you can go and travel, or you want to create a life where you can hang out with your kids? Like, what is it that you want? And there's a lot of people that think that we all want the same things, and it's not the truth. So when you're able to join a group, and that's why I'm just harping on the mastermind, why it's so important you join one of these, is that you see there's people at different parts in their journey, and you might vibe with some people who may want something similar than you, but not everyone's going to want that. And everyone's in different places. Some people's never done a deal. Some people's done 5 deals a month. Some people's done 10 deals a month. Do you want to do 10 deals a month? Do you want to be in 10 different markets? Like, what is it that you want? And I think being around people that can give you that unique perspective will help you grow tremendously faster. So, guys, if you're not already like a part of something like that, please, like, if you're on the fence, we talked about it before, just freaking jump in, right? But it doesn't have to start there. You can start with joining the Facebook group, the free Facebook group. You can literally mastermind with people in the free Facebook group. Do a weekly Zoom, right, with people in your market. Be the person in your market that gets people together. There's tremendous value in that, right? Put on little get-togethers, put on little meetups for people in your market so you guys can talk about the deals that you're actually doing. And you can create your own little proximity, your own little mastermind. But I promise you, even if you feel uncomfortable doing it, like just saying that, man, I really need to do this, just like posting on social media, making YouTube videos, man, I really should do this. It would really help if people knew who I was, that I actually do real estate investing, and they could send me deals. It would really help. But most people won't do it. Like 5 to 10% of people watching this know you probably should do it, but you won't, right? So I want to implore you guys today, do the things that make you a little uncomfortable. Create this world for yourself. You can do it in your own local market, right? Start your own meetup. If you need my help, I'm happy to help you promote for it. I'm happy if you want me to come and talk for you at your meetup. I'm happy to. I would love to actually, right? There is so much power in being able to build your tribe, build your people that see the world the way you do and had the same values. So proximity is power. If you're on the fence of posting, if you're on the fence of, doing things on social media and, having your own meetup, because that's a little scary, that's a little uncomfortable, let me know how I can help. I'm here for you. I got your back. Matthew Beard _ on Instagram, Matt Beard at startvirtual.com. Guys, here for you. Whatever you need. Hopefully you got some value from this video today. If you haven't taken action on anything that we've talked about and you're like, yeah, Matt, proximity is power, what's the first step? The first step for you is to go to the free Facebook group and post, hey guys, who's in my market? And then whatever your market is, let's get together. That is your first step. There should be no excuses for tomorrow's video. If you haven't done that yet, go do that. Right. And then we'll talk more about it. Get some folks together, make that post, put yourself out there. I promise you, it freaking works. And I would say, what's the opportunity cost of not doing it? By not posting, by not putting yourself out there, by not joining groups and being around people that are making it happen, it's literally costing you millions of dollars. So guys, I appreciate you for coming and hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful day. It's Friday. We'll see you later. Peace.